Tonight in Abaco is the 23rd of July 2021. John Lewis said, Kai, if you see something, say something. I knew that the most honorable Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas will and shall not have any legacy. He will go down in history as the worst Prime Minister in the history of this country. Only people that are singing his song is the people that are feeding off the government purse. I don't think that in history there has been so many ministers that has been fired or meant to make to resign under such democracy. I had an early experience with ministers. So when Edison Key and the ones y'all call the Dissident Seven, Nico Grant, an ultimate professional, when they went against him, they already knew that the Bahamas was in trouble. But them F&M cronies, they're not worrying about their brother. They were happy to see the seven go. Under the Westminster type of government, when Menace lost his leadership as leader of the party or got voted out, he would have resigned respectfully if that was in Britain. But not Abaco, but the Bahamas, we keep accepting anything. And that is why we're in the mess we are today. Menace's first test was in Abaco, of all places. That's maybe why he don't like Abaco today. His first test was leader of the Free National Movement, passed on, handed to him. No election. They had election for everything else. But the leader, Hubert Ingram, passed it to him. You know why Hubert passed it to him? Because Hubert felt that he was weak and he could take the reins of power from him. But luckily, somebody told him to change the committee members that were loyal to Hubert. That's the only thing that saved him from his demise of Hubert Ingram coming back. But the by-election in Abaco, the biggest election ever in Abaco, it's hard to win that. The Progressive Liberal Party had all hands on deck. They brought every general, every minister, every member of parliament was in North Abaco. I got the call. This is a story that Derry and them don't know. I know him way back then. He called me from my brother Jack Albury. May his soul lie in peace. He called me that he want to see me. I say, who is Dr. Menace? I don't know you. And why are you calling me from Jack Albury's house? I hang up the phone. I've never been to Jack's house. Jack Albury called me. Kai, the leader, wants to speak to me. I said, I don't know him. What do you want to speak to me for? I ain't really know F&M. No. What he wants from me? Jack urged me to come. Never been in Jack's house. Opened the door. There's Dr. Menace. I've never seen him before. I don't think I ever seen him on TV. Kai, I need you to campaign for Greg Gomez. I said, why, Kai? Who gave you my name? Hubert Ingram. See, they know that I have something, but they don't want me to go to the next stage because they believe that I will speak for the people. They don't want that. I said, you would give you my name? What you want from me? So I need you because I don't know the people. I need you to campaign. I will give you $20,000. I said, I don't campaign for money, brother. That's not my style. Jack Albury said, if he's giving you the money, Kai, take it. I said, I don't know him. You got the cash to leave it with Jack after the election? Jack said, I'll make sure that he get it. I said, I don't trust him. I don't know him and I don't trust him. So we shook on it. Thank Jack for bringing us together. I walk outside, and the first question I asked him, this is a black brother. I say, Dr. Menace, why did you call me into a white man's house to discuss such matter? Couldn't you call me and we discussed it brother to brother? He said, no, because you all like white people too much. I said, boy, I can see you're a fool. I tell him just later, I can see you're a fool. You don't know nothing about me. And you're projecting that I like white people too much to a point that you need to sit down with the white brother to discuss. And I remember that so clearly. That is why when he went to Guana Key, Hopetown, Marshall, he said, let the white people rebuild. He ain't gonna be rebuild nothing. I said the fella must be went to the hurricane. He got hit in his head with a piece of wood. He's among a bunch of white people in Guana Key. Mike Melvin there, the owner of Baker's Bay. He said he ain't rebuilding nothing. Let the white people build it. I said, this man is a racist and an idiot. This is the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is saying to foreign white people that comes to help us, say, let the white people rebuild. Okay. He's kept his word. He ain't rebuilt nothing. Abaco, I want you all to remember you have nothing to go to the poll. This is 2 weeks after Hurricane Dorian. We're looking for some answers from the leader of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And he said he's not going to rebuild nothing. Let the white people rebuild it. What a racist. He down there fooling with Betsy Dog down Life at Key. And today, he ain't rebuild nothing. He got trouble putting paint on the building. 2 years later, we don't have no water. So the white people heard his cry. The white people of Baker's Bay, the millionaires and the billionaires, got together and got enough money to rebuild 47 homes. The white people, guess what they did? They put it into the black Prime Minister hand. And what has happened since that? They give the money from November 2019. North Abaco, I want you to listen. The man has held the money. He has hold you and withhold you, and you continue to suffer when the suffering could have ended last year, a year ago. But they're holding the money until election. And what a sham they're doing with the money. That is why I thank God for the Red Cross, Samaritan Purse, CORE, IDA, and all of those agencies that didn't trust to put the money in the government hand. We were supposed to be moving into a brand new state-of-the-art for the first time in our 48 years that some white Americans had the money to build a hurricane shelter. And because the government couldn't put hands on that money, they tell them basically go. Nothing has happened. But the white people of Baker's Bay that the Prime Minister said, let them rebuild, they give the money for 47 homes to rebuild. To me, that means whatever you had a 3-bedroom house, rebuild it. And rebuild it on your property. Not take the money and rebuild what the government want to build. See, the government It's going against the members of Bakers Bay wishes, their money. But these are a bunch of lousy Negroes, these F&M ministers, these F&M prime minister, that the white people give the money, and they are using the white people's money, the members of Bakers Bay money, and they're building another mud on the same property that they had cleared to build a multi-purpose hurricane shelter, much needed. What happens if a hurricane come upon us today? The government don't even have no money set aside. But because of their pig-headedness, the people had the money. The drawing was there. We were supposed to move into it this month. The government is putting low-cost home on the property. How could anybody that's running for the F&M in North Abaco come and say vote F&M when they're stealing and causing their people to have unnecessary, long-time hardship